Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just doing a bit of a quicker one, just checking in on anything important that you need to know right now. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the videos. Every month on the full moons we do those shadow work readings. I really love those, so make sure you check out the most recent one and all signs readings over the weekends and then the weeklies throughout the week. All right, but this week, Taurus, using the Mystic Journey Oracle as well as the Jelly Bean Lenormand, getting straight on into it, seeing what's going on for you, Taurus. Taurus, what's most important for Taurus to know right now? What's going on for our Taurus? What important messages for Taurus's week, please? Ooh, we have spark coming through firstly here for you, Taurus. This is going to be a couple of different things for different people within the collective. I am straight away picking up on two separate energies with that spark. Okay, so one of them is sparking something brand new into your life. So I'm picking up with that energy. I'm picking up for some of you, this is, like the spark, the idea, the creation of something new within business. With others of you, this is the spark, being created between two people. So, but it feels brand new. Whatever this is, it does feel completely new. The other energy I'm picking up with that spark energy is it's like this, getting in touch with your fire, your passion, that spark within you, all right, which has been a common theme throughout the week for, pretty much all the signs. So, some of you may want to double check your other placements and see what's going on for, your moon, your rising signs as well, because that has been a bit of a common energy. But we do see that resulting in, a significant growth for you in your life. So I'm kind of getting that the growth energy here. It's traveling through from this spark that's been created for you this week. It's kind of letting you know that whatever this spark is for you personally, it is leading you to a lot of growth in your life, within yourself, within your career, within your relationships, whatever that spark is for you personally. But we will clarify here and see if we can get a bit of extra details about all that. Taurus, what's most important for Taurus to know right now? So I do feel like for someone here, there's like a business idea that's really, sparking, because I'm seeing like electrical sparks here, like how when you put two, like that spark of when like plugs come together and you see the little it's kind of showing me this, and so it's like everything's sort of coming together for you this week, and that's where that spark is like taking off and then, setting fire to your life here in some kind of way. Clarify the spark energy for Taurus with their important message, please. And clarify the growth energy for Taurus. Wow. Definitely having some really good results from whatever this is, Taurus. I just want to see here with the spark energy. Any clues for Taurus as to what specifically this spark is that's igniting this? Any aspect of life? Any extra clarity for Taurus to understand what that is for them personally? Okay, so with that spark energy, firstly, we do have the clouds coming through here. So for a lot of you, this is something that you've been, it's something you've been thinking through already, I feel, for a lot of you. But it's kind of like you've been just waiting for things to fall into the right place so that you can really get going with this. For some of you, this is like you may have already had this idea, and it's just a matter of, now here's that spark so you can see what to do, how to take action on this. The cloud does remind us to not overthink, not allow anxiety to take hold and confuse us and cloud our judgment. I do feel like for a lot of you, the clouded judgment, the confusion is a little bit more, prior to this spark. So, it's like this spark is bringing you out of confusion. So for a lot of you, this might be something where you've been rolling this idea around in your head for a while, trying to think through all the different potential possibilities, the ways of doing this, or the ways of achieving this for yourself, but there's just been something missing, something clouding your judgment. And then this week you're meeting someone, or you're meeting something, just in general, that really sets that, that's that spark. It's like things coming together. So I do feel as though, this is maybe something that you may have been a bit anxious about this in the past. You may have sort of really, really been trying to think through every potential scenario with, like, involving this here. And you just haven't, nothing's just kind of come from that as of yet. We do see the bear energy. So this is you finally taking control, Taurus. This is, standing strong and tall and firm, and having very set boundaries around yourself, of like not letting people push your boundaries and whatnot as well. But it's also a very nurturing, protective energy. So there is really something here about you needing to protect this idea while it is still in this spark stage, so that you can nurture that, so that it does actually, catch on and ignite within your life here. I feel like the growth is kind of inevitable once that spark hits, but it's like, when you've got, because if you're imagining those two leads coming together, and bzz, bzz, there's that little spark, and it flies off and it ignites something over here, but then you need to like shelter and protect that little tiny flame so that it can grow big enough to actually, become a full blaze, a full fire, and then, set fire to, the whole thing. So this is really this initial stage where you are needing to really be very protective of this little spark, all right, and nurture that and allow that to grow, bigger before you really announce it to the world, kind of thing. We do have the coffin coming through there as well. So there may be other aspects of your life that are needing to sort of come to a bit of an end in order for this transformation to really take place and really set fire here. I'm just keep getting these fire references for you, Taurus. But ultimately, that is transformation, okay? So the coffin energy really does talk about transformation. It's ending the way of doing things before. It's like, I'm picking up for you here, Taurus, that this could be quite big, that this is like the end of your life as you know it. And, you're about to start into this brand new part of your life, where things just really sort of take off from here. So for a lot of you, you may have already experienced the ending, and you've been wondering, why did that come to an end in my life? Like, just once again, as total examples here, you may have lost your job in the last 6 or 12 months, and you've been like, oh, this is so frustrating, and that's, you're trying to come up with, what can we do? What can I do? New ideas, but it's just this week that spark sort of really everything comes together and allows that spark to really start that transformation. All right. So it's kind of like saying goodbye to the past now, so that we can really start focusing on the forward movement here. So the thing that will show you how what this is for you personally. You've been through struggle street here. We have the mountain and the house. Okay, so this is something, it has seemed like it's been, a big blockage, something that's been very delayed in your life, in starting, in everything falling into place here. It's felt like this big, giant, immovable mountain that is impossible to climb. But now, this spark is like giving you the climbing gear to get straight up this mountain. So that, all all I have to do now is follow this path and put in a bit of work, persevere, be determined, and I'll get to the top of that mountain. And then, for a lot of you, there is strong associations with security, stability in your life here, and some of you may be family as well. So, for those of you where this might be a person connection here, there may be, I'm wanting to, feel more stable and secure by being able to start, getting over this mountain so that I can actually start a family or reconnect families and things like that. But for a lot of you, it's kind of been like, it's been the insurmountable challenge that has been facing you I feel like for the last 6 to 12 months, a lot of you, you've just been feeling like sluggish, looking at this giant mountain ahead of you going, how the hell am I going to get over this? And, this week is where that spark comes in and, someone shows up with all the hiking gear and the, tents and climbing gear and all of a sudden you're like, awesome, now I know exactly how to climb this mountain. Everything's fallen into place for me, and now I can actually, they've shown me the exact path to take, and I know exactly how to get over this mountain now. All right, so we do see that leading to quite a lot of growth, definitely a lot of growth here, Taurus. We have the book coming through first. This is kind of sort of saying to me as well, especially with that coffin energy, and this is kind of leading on from that coffin energy. Generally, it does talk about the new chapters, the next chapters to your life, which, like I said, total brand new cycles for you, brand new chapter of your life about to start here. But it's also giving me that phrase, the past is history and tomorrow is a mystery. All right. So the book really sometimes can talk about, the future is not yet set in stone. You are the author of this book. So it's up to you to, embrace the adventure and the mystery that may be connected with this next chapter. So for some of you, you may not be able to even see exactly how much growth this is going to put in for you. You might just be like, oh yeah, this is just a little spark. Everything's falling into place. I'm going to start climbing that mountain. But as of yet, you can't see what's on the other side of that mountain. But what it's kind of telling me is, you can't see what's there. But I feel like it's going to be a lot bigger than you think it is. It's going to be like totally different, totally brand new, like more amazing and awesome than you ever could imagine. So that's why it's kind of a bit of a mystery. The future's a bit of a mystery here for you, Taurus, because you just cannot see the scope of how big this is going to be for you. You're looking at this little slice of I'm really hope we get some growth in this area, but you're not realizing that this little slice that you're looking towards, that actually becomes this, it becomes huge. So I do feel like this is going to make some sort of big impact for you here, Taurus. We do see the cross coming through here as well. Have faith in yourself, Taurus. Have faith in this. It's going to be much bigger than you think it is. This is there's strong spiritual connection to this. So for a lot of you, this is connected to life purpose, spiritual connection, destiny. This is part of your destiny, that everything is falling in place exactly how it's supposed to. Even the bad stuff that you've come from this clouds energy where you've been overthinking and your judgment's been a bit clouded, and you've had things ending in your life so that this transformation can now happen. So you've been focusing a little bit on the endings up until this week, I feel. But now everything really is starting to fall into place. Destiny comes calling. All right. So destiny, there's a lot of destiny attached to this, and it feels much bigger than you really can imagine. And regardless of what specifically this is for you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's career, whether it's just some other sort of spark just within you yourself. We also see money. Okay, we have the fish there, which is abundance, wealth, a huge amount of abundance and wealth. I really keep picking up on you just can't even imagine how good this is going to be for you in the long run. This is destiny. Destiny has abundance and wealth for you. Look how many fish are on that card. That's not just one fish in this particular deck. It's what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whatever you're imagining, times it by 6, because it has the scope to be much bigger than you think it's going to be here. Keeping in mind, abundance is a lot more than just money. We do have an abundance of love, family, whatever that abundance is for you personally, all the things you ever kind of really wanted here. We do see that this is growing towards a lot of, ultimately it is connected to your stability, your security in life, which abundance can really help with that, of course. All right, so awesome stuff for you this week, Taurus. So let it happen, I want to say. Remember that you're just protecting this little spark right now. This week is all about protecting that little spark while everything is sort of finalizing, falling into place here, embracing the mystery of the future for yourself. Amazing. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.